Like when Africans are going to realize that the peace instability in Africa is beneficial to the West and America. A wave of change is coming to Africa, but if Africans, especially African youth, do not come together and not only embrace unity but also try to understand geopolitics, then I'm afraid. Because how long are we going to be allowing these old politicians in Africa to be instigated by the international relations into proxy wars, into killing each other? Let me start with Bola Tinubu, President of Nigeria, aka the Nigerian Teresa of Queen of the South. Do you remember when he was declared president in Nigeria? Like almost the whole country was silenced. Like the country was literally mourning. After that, a few weeks later, he was in France, Paris. What was he doing there? Now this is the point I'm making. When he got back from France, weeks later, he was adjudged the leader of Ecowas in Guinea-Bissau. I was even wondering, like, someone that there is still something going on in this country of him not genuinely winning the election. Like, he's the same person being declared head of Ecowas. Weeks later, there was a coup in Niger. At the beginning of the coup in Niger, we saw it in news. He was being instigated, he was being influenced by French head of state to use force into Niger. And now, he finally declared the Ecowas military to go to Niger. There is already war. And who Niger is seeking help from? Of course, international country like Russia. And how are they going to pay Russia back, or all these countries they are seeking help from? Of course, their minerals, their resources. So you see the point I'm making? Like, how can Africans be spending their minerals, their resources into killing each other? Like when Africans are going to realize that the peace instability in Africa is beneficial to the West and America. Like when are we going to like really start like channeling this energy we have into killing each other, into fighting each other, that same energy into the real enemy? We already know who the enemies are. When you go into history, all the things you hear about Africa, it's sorrow, bad things. And we are not still ready to change those things. We are still like repeating, like fighting each other instead of facing who the real enemies are. I've been traveling across Africa. I've seen like how I've been treated at the airport compared to how white people are being treated at the airports, like Africans. But I don't want to go into that much. I just want to like really stress on this: Africans, especially African youth. It's time for us to like start knowing our history, go into politics. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones that have something to lose. We are the one who's going to be left with no Africa for our kids in the future. That is just my talk about on the recent situation in Africa or in Niger. Let me know what you think, and also like share your own thoughts on this.